Hello, everybody. My name is Lenka Szántó, and I will talk a little bit about Voyo that used to be Voyo. Have you ever heard about Voyo? Yay, of course you have. Uh, I used to work for Voyo too, up until this March, um, for actually the most successful and the fastest growing Voyo for the Czech market in Prague. And suddenly the Voyo Czech Republic disappeared. You know what happened? I'll show you. So this is why you kill a love brand and the fastest growing platform in our region, because you create something even bigger and better. I work for a development department, so I gonna tell you. I will not tell you about acquisitions. This is my colleague here. You can talk to her. I will tell you more about the premium local fiction and premium local documentaries which we develop and produce. We usually do 5 of once and 5 of the second ones a year, sometimes 6. And I start with the project called The Well. It was released this January, and we still were Voyo back then. It's a tragic story of one family and mental illness in that family, and also a hopeful story of the boy who survived the tragedy that happened in the family. And it's the interesting selling point of this is it's kind of meta series because it's 6 episodes of what used to be 1 episode of a series in the communism era. And we all knew it, and we all were afraid of it. So we created a whole series from that. Back then, when it was released on Voyo, it was with a surprising performance, with some more than 50% of share on the platform, which is amazing. We didn't even expect that. Then Oneplay happened. And as a first Oneplay original, we released the 2nd and 3rd season of King of Shumava. So all the episodes, the whole story is out, 9 episodes. It's one of our most successful, most traveling projects. And then comes the documentary. Maybe you've heard, if somebody heard about, the wild brown bears in Slovakia, that there's a heavy population of them, and they coming down from the mountains to the villages, to the towns, and creating not only a problem for the villagers, but also a big political dispute. So all those themes are covered in this documentary, which has been released in April. 2 days are remaining to release of this series called Bora. We are in Croatia. You all know what Bora is. I think I know. I'm not sure. But it's a special kind of wind with a storm that comes from the sea. And if you remember Knives Out, maybe with Daniel Craig, just remember the tone of this of the film. Tone of this series it's a little bit similar. It's a whodunit comedy. We took the most famous actors from the Czech Republic. We took the most famous actors from Slovakia. We created a group that wanted to meet death in a metaphorical way. They wanted to meditate on a secluded island and lighthouse. And for some of them, the death was not a metaphor, unfortunately, and they really start dying, and somebody kills them while Bora is happening all around. Making Your Own Luck is a project we will release probably at beginning of the fall season. It's corruption, football. I'm pretty sure you all have scandals like it. Ours is special because the wiretaps from the crime case were made public, and people laughed at them for years because it's hilarious to listen to the corruption businessmen in football talk to each other. So we made it a comedy, and just to improve the reputation of football in our audience's eyes, we also created a a documentary about the underdog in the first league of football trying to climb up the leaderboards. So that's it, documentary. Another true crime. Actually, if you're making little lines, whenever I say true crime or true story, you will have a lot of them at the end of the session. True crime, the Yanak's case, there were murdering couple, and the policeman had to chase the time to stop them before they kill again. Maybe you've heard about our probably the first most successful project, the Markovich method. And this is in alliance with it. We try to create a synergy between fiction and documentaries. So we made a documentary about the main character, the main investigator, Mr. Markovich himself. Fall of the House of Colors. The stories we usually do are about the common man struggling with the system, fighting for justice, somehow, find his way to success. These people are the exact opposite. They are not common, they are rich and spoiled. They already live in a big house. But the common problem finds them anyway because their mother/grandmother wants to live with them. And they're suddenly becoming the sandwich generation with very bossy grandmother in the house and all their, common life. It's traumatic most of the time and it's fun all the time. So we created a genre that we call traumedy. And I think it's fun. Sperminators, it's kind of self-explanatory, right? It's a documentary about the sperm donors. And also it's a documentary in alliance with some other content we're releasing this fall on Liner. So if you're curious, how does it all look like and why I'm saying true stories that much, and what's the philosophy behind it all, you can watch this.
Máme za sebou kus dobrý práce.
Jste připraveni vidět něco, co jste ještě neviděli?
Jsme tu pro vás.
Každý člověk má za sebou příběh. Každý je jedinečný.
Můžeš dělat, co chceš. Bejt, jaký chceš.
Nezáleží na tom, kam se člověk narodí. Vždycky má právo na lásku.
To je prostě najviac.
Stačí jenom koukat a žít.
Jedno tělo je ve studni, druhé prý v domě.
Je to postrach zákona. Král Šumavy.
Ako je možné, že medveď útočí v dedine?
Hora bude trvať minimálně 2 dní. Nejako to spolu musíme vydržet.
Podívej se, mami, máš svůj pokoj, tak ho nech taky nám.
Kapřice připluli?
3 vraždy. A to přece žádný adekvátní trest neexistuje.
Tady pro ten dokument je důležitý buď vyhrát titul, nebo bojovat o záchranu.
To je všetko.
Ne, ani náhodou.
Ty vole, to je content, tak kráva.
Nic víc k životu nepotřebuju.
Yeah, that's what we all need to live, right? Well, I think it's more fun than the glossy reels I can show you. It's the work in progress that usually is more fun for me. So we have many projects in development. Some of them are, shooting heavily right now as we speak. Some of them are in the editing room. So I'll let you have a sneak peek into some of them. We're coming with the second season of Markovich Method. This season is about 15-year-old murderer who was murdering young girls during Spartakiada did you have Spartakiada here? Right? I don't know how to translate that. It's a huge gathering of people doing the same exercise at the same time. This is a sneak peek from hot from the set.
Přestal chodit do tanečních.
To se začnu.
Moc zavolat.
Znám číslo.
Nebo napsat.
Nemám adresu. Jestli chceš, můžeš si sednout k nám. Ahoj.
Ona není kam.
Můžeš si mi sednout na klinice.
Víš, Jirko, já mám strach, že jsi jenom takovej chvilkovej. Jako, že si užiješ. A pak mě necháš.
Zles.
Co je?
Uhni. Vezmi ty. To vysvětli.
Are there any distributors in the room? Just, please cover your eyes if you can hear. Because you know what they say, the comedies don't travel, comedies are local, right? And for you to understand why is that, this is the best example, because that's what we laugh at and nobody else will, probably. But we collected again the hitmakers, scriptwriter Petr Kolečko and the director Jan Prushinovský. Last time they were together, they just destroyed the leaderboards on Czech television. And this is their kind of humor.
Dobrý.
Oni mi řekli právě, že do týdne bys měl udělat dentální hygienu. Ústní, no.
Dentální.
Dentální, no.
Dřepy.
Jo.
Sednout.
Jet.
Hulec vám zkontroluje řitní otvor.
Ježišmarja, ale proč? Teď já mám dírku ouskou jak novorozenec. Teď si to ani bombonek nevejde, ventilek, nic. Ježiš.
Pro jistotu udělejte kontaktní kontrolu.
Ale lidskoprávní aktivisti vám zakázali na něco strkat do zadku. Podle paragrafu 222 těžké běžení na zdraví.
Ano, to máte pravdu, Mariane, ale já když mám podezření, že něco pronášíte, tak vás kontrolovat můžu.
No a je to fakt nutný, když Vača má skvělý chování.
Nenech se oblafnout jeho psím pohledem.
Čistej.
No, tak oblíkat. Pohyb.
Oblíkat.
Děkuju.
Moment.
To bude asi odvedli nějaký jiný spuk. Do tej.
Vytlačte ten mobil, Vjača.
Já nemám žádný mobil.
Dělejte.
Je to tlumený.
No to tlumí tvoje tlustý střevo. Tak pohyb.
Ale vám říkám, že nic nemám.
Vytlačet.
Dobře. Ale nekoukejte se, prosím.
Hulec.
Tady padové to je.
Volá vám matka, chcete to vzít?
A je to možný?
Zabavit. Kázeňák do díry.
We're also coming back with the Extractors #2. The first ones, yeah, we were so happy that got the NEM award last year in December in Zagreb. And they also collected some of other international prizes. And we just wrapped the shooting in abroad in Turkey. We're going to continue with the shooting in Prague. This is how it looked in Turkey. Just a little teaser.
Another project currently in pre-production, we will start shoot in August. It's true story from the 30s about a record woman, Zdena Koukla. She broke many running records, won the Women Olympics in London. She was a superstar, sports superstar at her times, only she wasn't her. Or she wasn't him either. And it's a story about intersexual kid. She was, very happy, but it came out her body is right in the middle. And whether it's fair or not to compete in such body, we, explore with this project. And this is everything I told you about so far was just the Oneplay, our SVOD platform. We also have the linear channels. Just a quick scan through that. What we are trying to do is to compensate the decrease in the ratings in linear television, which is happening to everybody, to compensate it with increasing the share on the market, so to be just better than our competitors. And so far, we're doing quite good. We have a third of the market, basically, of the primetime shares. Currently, the Murders in Shire perform really well for us. And what I want to show you, it's the hit of the fourth season, because it's not the usually thing we do for linear TV. We usually do light crime comedies, relationship, long runnings. But this is not a light crime. It's what we call light mystery. So we have ghosts in primetime Sunday evening. And it performed really well. That's it. Thank you for your attention. Call me.